Welcome to Luke's Garage. I think I could do a shitty Zappa rendition of this place, because it is a tip. I think I did a video here a year or so ago, a little over a year ago, in this place. I did. I remember. It's one with the crazy thumbnail. Out of the frying pan into the fire is what I think I will name this video. I've come back. It's Wednesday. I got back Sunday. Monday, I think I had a bit of toothache. Yesterday it was pretty damn bad. Today it was very bad in the morning again, and I went to the dentist, and I have a wisdom tooth coming through. It's ruptured, and it may need extracting at hospital. For the time being, I have a cavity under which, I have a filling under which is a cavity which is pretty deep and very, very close to a nerve, which will at least need root canal. And if I don't want that or something, then I will need the entire tooth removing. So yeah, not fun. Currently, I have toothache. I've had toothache for the past 4 hours or so. I had about 2 hours in the morning where it abated completely. Prior to that, it was, as I said, very painful, and now it's like a throbbing, like a dull ache, like quite a decent ache. So I went to the dentist, and all was as it was. I have a checkup, a proper checkup. Apparently this wasn't a proper checkup, and for some reason I had to pay an extra 32 quid for a proper checkup, even though he had all the means to do it today. Anyway, money. This cost me 50. I'll get to money in a second, actually. But yeah, he said that it was bad and stuff, and I've got some antibiotics, some gel and floss. I need to do this, not do that for the next week. I have a checkup next Thursday, so just over a week away. See how the antibiotics go, see if the pain gets any more severe. If it does, then I'll probably need the wisdom tooth extracting, so I'll be referred to hospital. And now isn't really the time to go to hospital, and I also, as all of us do I believe, have quite a fear of the unknown, and I have a big fear of needles. It's my only real fear, I think. That is, that is very like an abrasive fear, not a generic one like, I don't know, death. Yeah, that's all. I think I can talk a bit about money now. So one of the first things Dad said in the car on the way to the dentist was, "Oh, you can get on Job Seekers or something, because this is going to cost a bit." I was like, okay. Okay. And then when I got back in the car and I told him what happened and stuff, and he says, "Oh, well, with so and so, it would, you want to, well, you should tell, you want to tell them that you're on so and so job, whatever, or benefits or something. You want to get on benefits." I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, it's going to be expensive, but if I have to pay 1,000 over 800, and I don't have to sit in an office all day staring at a screen, then I'll do that. And he says, "Oh, it might be like £30 over 400. So okay, it's just that, I don't know, the way it came across from Dad was like it was money. It was like, oh, it's going to cost a lot of money. Get on Job Seekers so you don't have to pay all of that money. I was like, okay, I mean, money is an issue, a thing, and money is, could be expensive. He said a crown could cost £2,500. This is what the dentist said. A fucking root canal could cost like £400. I didn't know this happened. I thought the NHS, it kind of all was for free. I don't know a lot about the NHS, evidently. I thought, unless it's like cosmetic and and unless it's unnecessary, it's free. Apparently not. I just spent 89, 90, £104 today on checkups and a bit of gel and a prescription and some floss. So yes, cost is a big thing. I guess it just felt a bit cold from my dad saying, "Oh yeah, you want to get on employment stuff, so you don't have to pay as much." And it wasn't. There was no questions about how painful it was or how was it, or nothing to be scared about, or no reassurance. It was just, "Oh, this is going to cost a lot," or whatever he said. Felt a bit cold. I feel a bit cold in here as well. It's also made me realise a little bit, and this might sound like a bit of a stretch, because what I'm experiencing now is nothing compared to the horrors that other people experience in regard to pain. But just having this constant toothache and knowing I'll have to go, under the, whatever, I'll have to have a root canal, which is a bit daunting, and potentially, although I can't imagine it happening, potentially going to hospital to have my wisdom tooth removed. If that happens, I'll be quite surprised, because that seems very extreme, considering apart from when I was like a newborn baby, I've never been in hospital, I don't think. So to just come back from Australia and within days be like, "Oh yeah, you're going to hospital, you're going under local anaesthetic," or whatever it will be. That's like, nah, that sounds crazy. However, I digressed, or I chatted shit for a bit. The point I'm trying to make, is that being under pain and not knowing that the future might hold a lot more pain and discomfort, it makes me really go like, "Oh, life is really good. Sorry for not appreciating it to the extent that I could be appreciating it. Please let this current pain go away, and I will behave and really appreciate life." You know what I mean? It's like when you have a near-death experience, you go, "Oh wow, okay, yeah, shit, life is precious. Okay, gonna lose weight, gonna sort out my marriage, gonna pay more attention to the kids. Yes, 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 I've been neglectful." And that's kind of what the past 24 hours or so has, I guess, reminded me of. It's kind of been a bit of a wake-up call, or not really, because if this all went away now, I might just go back to normal. Not that normal has been, totally bad. However, I do think that I, do concern myself a lot with trivialities, or what could be considered trivialities, and being under this pain, this stress, has made me go, a little bit anyway. This is what I'm currently experiencing after today, and after being told that at the dentist and told that it's probably going to get worse. It's made me go like, shit, life is pretty fucking precious. I'm sorry for neglecting it a little bit, or whatever, being caught up in things that aren't that important and missing out on the beauty of the everyday. Please give me my health back and my cessation of pain, my normality, and I will try to appreciate life more. You know, that's kind of what it's done a bit. So yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised at the moment that I'm not more anxious about the future. Maybe I will be closer to the date, but perhaps that's just because I've gone through a lot of trouble with my teeth, losing these two in the back of somebody's head and having one of them get quite badly infected. Maybe that's been an experience, so I've lost a bit of that fear of the unknown, and I know a bit of what to expect and the pain involved. Nevertheless, knowing there's a future, pain and discomfort and whatever is a very quite a big challenge, because my mind anyway, I think every mind, goes to focus back on that. It's like, yes, I'm eating food. In about a week's time, I'm going to be at the dentist with people operating on me. Huh. Oh, no, I'm eating food. Haha, this is nice. You know what I mean? It's difficult. It's a challenge. It's a mental challenge. So we will see how it goes. I hope I don't want to jinx myself by saying this, and tomorrow be in agony, but I hope the antibiotics go well, and I hope my wisdom tooth doesn't cause me enough grief insofar as I have to go to the hospital. That's about it. The past 3 days I've watched 3 movies, which is good, because I challenged myself to watch a movie a day, pretty much. First day was an adaptation, which was fine. I didn't pay enough attention to it though. I was watching it on a small screen. Yesterday I watched Portrait of a Lady on Fire, which was fantastic. Beautiful film. Today I watched Phantom Thread. Yeah, that Phantom Thread, which was very good, very interesting. I'm seeing my dad's partner in about an hour, if that. Should be interesting and enjoyable. I've missed her a bit, and that's about it. I'm just gonna keep doing the day in day out. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that here. That's about all I have to say of interest. But yeah, also actually reminded me, Nietzsche. Nietzsche was in pain pretty much all of his adult life, I believe, or most of his adult life, I think, before going crazy or whatever happened exactly. Um, so perhaps he used his pain to help him focus on anything that would take his focus away from pain. It pushed him to focus on his work, so he would be less reminded of his pain, and so his life would be meaningful, right? If you don't have something like that, if he didn't have his pain, perhaps he would have fettered out into very little. He would have perhaps taken his work less seriously because his life was free from pain, and he could have just lived and existed as normal, maybe taking attention to his work and a good deal of attention to his work, but maybe such scrutiny as he applied in reality wouldn't have been as necessary if his pain wasn't there, because as I said, his pain made his life, his existence, much more difficult, and perhaps he had to find a means of getting through it, which was finding meaning, which was through his work. So if I had this every day for the rest of my life, lest I become bitter and angry toward life, resentful toward it, toward myself, toward the people around me, I would surely have to find something that would make it worth living. Maybe that's through reading, through writing, but I can pretty much guarantee that I would take a much more serious approach to anything that provided me with meaning, for I would otherwise succumb, if not physically then existentially, to the pain.